I'm recording from my apartment. I know my parents haven't left yet. Wouldn't it be in this good of a mood if they had? As we speak, my family's on a 3-day tour down south. They left Tuesday morning and they're coming back tonight, Thursday night. My original plan actually was to go meet up with them on Wednesday after classes because I didn't have class Thursday, Friday, but there was no room for me in the car. Nice, huh? Especially considering they're leaving Monday night. But all in all, it's been a pretty good week for me, as you may have guessed, because, you know, my family's been here and I've gone to see them as much as I could between classes. Sometimes even during class. But those classes, well, that's another story. Another story for another video. On Friday, my parents, sisters, and brother went to Yad Vashem while I took my littlest brother to the zoo. Of course, I've been there like 3 or 4 times already, but it was fun to go with my brother, who loves the zoo, and public transportation. I took him on a couple of Egged buses from the apartment in Rehavia to the zoo, pointing out like different sites as we passed, which he really loved. Because my brother really likes learning new things, so this was great for him. Also, the zoo itself was amazing. It's really just that much better than the Toronto Zoo. Like, the Toronto Zoo may be huge, but it's like really ugly and there are like no animals. So basically you're walking around for hours and hours to see peeling green paint and a polar bear. Like here at the Yerushalayim Biblical Zoo, the area may be smaller, but there are like tons of animals and the scenery is beautiful. It's very grassy and flowery and has a beautiful view of the hills of Yerushalayim. My brother couldn't stop talking about the view, and he's only 7. I mean 8. My brother's Hanachat Tfillin and Siyam Masechta was on Monday at the hotel. That was pretty great. Most of the Israeli relatives and family friends that live here in Israel came to the brunch that we had after. None of our family from Toronto planned on coming, but my aunt and uncle from Toronto surprised us and came. Like, we were davening shachris at the hotel, and all of a sudden I turn around and I see my aunt walking towards us and register that she was not supposed to be there. This is a shout out to Uncle Morty and Auntie Zahava. Thank you so much for coming all the way to Israel on such short notice and surprising us like that. We really appreciate it, and it was really great to see you. Unfortunately, I had to run out of the brunch. I had a 4.5 anatomy class that would be a real pain to even attempt to make up. And speaking of anatomy, I had my first test yesterday, my first real test in anatomy on the entire skeletal system. I found the test to be pretty easy, but I don't know, I may be the only one. Like, you should have seen how my classmates were stressing and cramming during the half-hour break before the test. It was actually more like a quiz. It was like as if their whole existence depended on the outcome of this test. Like when they were cramming, I could see they really didn't even know how to study. So here's my question for you guys. Is knowing how to study an instinctive skill, or is it something that you pick up and develop throughout your schooling? I mean, in the case of anatomy, rushing to memorize the 8 bones in the hand, a scaphoid, lumate, triquetrian, pisiform, trapezium, trapezoid, cubate, hamate. In the 10 minutes before the test won't help you when it comes to the government exam in 4 years from now, or when you're actually working as a nurse. So that's it for me now. Stay tuned for next week, and when you get to see how I'm dealing after my family ditches me. Alright, see ya, bye.
Love can get the best of you if you don't want